Hey guys, this is Ghana in Focus. Thank you so much for checking me out on this YouTube channel once again. Alright, so today Ghana launched the state-of-the-art gold refinery in Accra, Ghana. Yes, the Royal Ghana Gold Refinery. And we are here to give you guys the full details. So please watch the video to the end. If you are new to this YouTube channel, like, comment and share. Let's get right into the video.
Africa does not need to be poor. We're blessed with more diversity than any other continent. And yet, sadly, we're the poorest. 1844, a guy named George Harrison discovered gold in Johannesburg. At the same time, we also had Obuasi. And because, like Vice President said, we went to sleep, they built their gold within Johannesburg. They control their gold within Johannesburg. Many years, 100 years later, Johannesburg has become a major city. Obuasi remains a metropolitan village. Here. Gold has a universal price. If it's an ounce and it's sold $1,000 here in Ghana, the same thing in Canada, the same thing in Australia, the same thing everywhere. Better yet, when you look at those countries who work and the ground workers, they are paid what their salaries are, doesn't compare to what the people receive here in Ghana. That must change.
Increment in our gold reserves and the gold for oil program, which has contributed over 30% of our total crude consumption. The reconstruction of the Apieti Commission.
The much-awaited Royal Ghana Gold Refinery has officially been commissioned to refine the country's gold. The refinery, which has a capacity to process a 400 kg gold, has put the country on the path of adding value to its precious minerals. Vice President Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, who launched the refinery at a short ceremony in Accra, announced his intentions to reduce the withholding tax on gold from the current 1.5% to 1% when elected into office. In addition, he pledged to amend the mining laws by decentralizing the operations of the Minerals Commission to minimize the strenuous licensing process. Other amendments, Dr. Bawumia said, Ghana has been asleep for long, losing revenue by exporting resources in 8 raw states. He was optimistic that refinery will not only improve revenue generation but also make Ghana the mining hub in Africa and setting the country up as the source of gold purchase globally. The Royal Gold Refinery is a joint venture between the Precious Minerals Marketing Company and Rossi Royal Limited. The refinery seeks to, among other things, take the leadership spot in the industry with a commitment to deliver the highest quality and refining capacity in the country and beyond, while creating jobs and fostering economic growth and development. Now let us listen to the full speech by the Minister of Lands and Natural Resources and also the Vice President of Ghana, His Excellency Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia.
This year alone amounted to $5 billion United States dollars and is projected to hit at least 10 billion United States dollars by the end of this year. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, despite the significance of this contribution to our national economy, we haven't been able to reap the full benefits of these minerals due to lack of value addition and indigenous participation. Governments over the years have had to make a choice between remaining primary mineral producers forever at the mercy of fluctuating commodity prices, or taking full advantage of mineral value chains to promote industrialization and structural transformation of our national economy. The Akufo-Addo government has chosen to do the latter, which is why we are gathered here this afternoon to commission this gold refinery, established through a public-private partnership between Rosie Royal Minerals Limited and the government of Ghana, represented by the Bank of Ghana. This modern and state-of-the-art refinery, with a daily capacity of 400 kilograms of gold and the ability to produce refined gold at 24 carats, 99.99% purity, marks a pivotal moment in our quest to secure a London Bullion Market Association LBMA certification to ensure we easily trade our refined gold on the international market. Discussions are already far advanced with one of the LBMA Good Delivery accredited refiners and referees, and the commissioning of this refinery put us in a good position to expedite action in securing this all-important certification. This ultimately will advance government's commitment to diversifying our economy by reducing the heavy reliance on the export of raw minerals and fostering the establishment of local industries to promote value addition, job creation, and enhanced skill development for our workforce. This refinery will also contribute significantly to our local jewelry industry. Ghanaian jewelers will now have access to responsibly sourced refined gold for their jewelry production and make it easy to hallmark such jewelry for the international market. Your Excellency, Your Excellency, the Royal Majesty, distinguished guests, this intervention is just one of several measures being implemented by the Akufo-Addo government to ensure value addition to our mineral resources. And Mr. Vice President, I am happy to report that very soon, construction will commence on the 450 million United States dollars manganese refinery at Nsuta in the Western region. And our green mineral policy contains mandatory provisions for value addition, which are being incorporated in the agreements we are signing for the exploitation of these minerals, including lithium and bauxite. Let me once again express our profound gratitude to the Vice President, His Excellency Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, whose tireless efforts have brought us this far. Since the inception of this refinery undertaking, the Vice President has personally led a charge and presided over several meetings with key stakeholders to ensure that this refinery is completed and operational. This is further testament to the Vice President's commitment to bold solutions for the future. Your Excellency, we are forever in your debt. We are also grateful to all other actors who in diverse ways have contributed to this monumental achievement, including the Managing Director of the Precious Minerals Marketing Company, PMNC, Nana Akosua-Owuah, the leadership and staff of PMNC, the Governor and leadership of the Bank of Ghana, the Chief Executive Officer of Royal Ghana Gold Refinery. Royal Ghana Gold Refinery today stands as a positive testament to our commitment to obtain maximum benefit from our natural resources through value addition and industrialization, clear evidence of bold decisions for our collective future. With these remarks, and on this happy note, it is my absolute honor to introduce the visionary behind this project, the promoter of Ghana's digital national economy and value addition, the man with bold solutions for the future. Ladies and gentlemen, I refer to the Vice President of our Republic, His Excellency Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, while I invite His Excellency to address us. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much. Your Royal Majesty, Akiahoho Yaojibi II, Paramount Chief of State, and also and President of the National House of Chiefs, His Royal Majesty, Sakifu Amotio Ferikweyi, King of the Achimabuakwa State, Nanano, Minister of Finance and MP for Karo, Honorable Dr. Mohamed Amin Adam, Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, MP for Damambo, Honorable Samuel Abujinapo, the Metropolitan Archbishop of Cape Coast, and also the Chairman of the Christian Council of Ghana, Governor of the Central Bank of Ghana, Dr. Ernest Addison, Berma Kirikou Ampem III, Totroso Manhene, Kujiaman Kirikou Jampra III, Paramount Chief of Sophie Durano Traditional Area, and Tetrete Kuyamoa Sichi, Secretary Kuyama Sichi, Amanfi Manhene, and I see do a Kura II, Chief of Achim Tura, representing Obrampong Kwesi Amo Chiritui Abrikini, the Executive Chairman, Royal Ghana Gold Limited, members of the Diplomatic Corps, CEOs and heads of agencies, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great joy to address you today on the commissioning of the Royal Ghana Gold Refinery. This historic achievement in the natural resources sector, specifically in gold, marks a significant milestone in Ghana's journey towards economic transformation and industrialization. Today, we celebrate not just a new facility, but a testimony to our government's commitment to adding value to our natural resources, creating jobs, and ensuring sustainable economic growth. The partnership between the government of Ghana through the Bank of Ghana and Rosie Royal Minerals Limited symbolizes a vision for a prosperous future in the precious minerals industry. The state-of-the-art refinery being commissioned today is equipped with cutting-edge technology that meets international standards, significantly boosting our capacity to locally process gold and increase value addition prospects. Ladies and gentlemen, historically, Ghana has exported gold in raw form, missing out on significant revenue and job creation opportunities. The government of President Nana Akufo-Addo has been determined to make value addition a critical component of our export strategy since 2017. The launch of this refinery is particularly important as it realizes a key part of this vision. Originally, this vision was actualized through a joint venture between the Precious Minerals Marketing Company and Rosie Royal Minerals Limited. PMC granted part of its land for the construction of the refinery. Despite delays due to COVID-19, the beautiful edifice you see today, which was started in 2018, was completed in 2022. I commend the board, management and staff of the Bank of Ghana and the PMMC for their relentless support and cooperation in seeing to the fruition of this historic national project. The establishment of this refinery is a strategic investment which contributes immensely to government's efforts in ensuring value addition of our mineral resources. Currently, Our country's gold is exported in doré form to be refined outside Ghana, resulting in lost revenue and missed opportunities for job creation. Between 2018 and 2023, Ghana's average annual gold production was 3.92 million ounces. That is 122.5 tons. All this gold was exported unrefined, resulting in lost revenue, as I have stated. The refinery, which we are commissioning today, will offer freely to gold exported from Ghana. Initially, it is expected to create 80 to 120 direct jobs and another 500 indirect jobs, boosting domestic tax revenue in the form of corporate taxes and enabling us to refine to 24 carats, that is 99.99% purity, the same quality as a good delivery bar LBMA standard. With the ability to locally refine our gold, we will be able to sell the refined gold at its appropriate price, enabling us to retain its economic value within our borders, while creating numerous job opportunities for the youth. In addition, government's intention to refine all gold produced in Ghana will further enhance our economic independence and resilience. Ladies and gentlemen, with the Bank of Ghana's domestic gold purchase program, which started in 2021, and the refinery, we are positioning Ghana as the gold hub of Africa. For all, we are the largest gold producer in Africa. This marks a new era for Ghana and ushers us into our vision of building a resilient economy anchored on our mineral resources in a golden age of natural resource governance. To be able to do this, we need the cooperation of all stakeholders in the gold production value chain, both upstream and downstream. Government will consult the small and large scale miners on the best means possible to feed the refinery to its optimal refining capacity, while we come out with favorable policies to discourage smuggling. Ladies and gentlemen, a few years ago, government reduced the gold export levy withholding tax from 3% to 1.5%. The result of this is that after a sharp decline in gold exports in 2021, the gold export volumes have been steadily recovering, with 2024 showing promising signs. If you look at what the governor told us, the Bank of Ghana, through the Gold Purchase Program, has bought thus far $5 billion worth of gold, just in the last year. $5 billion. This would, if we had not been operating this program, that means that $5 billion would not have been there, because this $5 billion is from local sources. It's not as a result of export, right? Can you just imagine Ghana without this $5 billion? Where would we have gotten the foreign exchange to make up? Just to get $3 billion from the IMF, look at what we have had to go through. We have been able to pick up $5 billion from the local economy using seeds to buy this gold. Without this $5 billion, our economy would have been in deep trouble. Buying even fuel would have been a problem. you will have probably seen queues and shortages that other countries are experiencing. So this program has been really very, very, very good for Ghana. And I think it's very important. Given our strategic intention to realize higher production volumes, to refine locally and support gold for oil and gold for reserve programs for a stable currency, I intend to reduce the withholding tax from 1.5% currently to 1% next year. God willing, under my presidency. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to be able to obtain maximum value for the product from this refinery, it is necessary to obtain the requisite international certifications such as the LBMA, the Good Delivery Bar certification. Achieving LBMA Good Delivery Bar certification is crucial. This requires refining gold for at least 3 years and establishing an annual production of no less than 10 tons of gold. Also, the refinery must implement the LBMA's responsible sourcing program and pass an independent audit. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, with respect to achieving the annual average production of 10 tons, I am confident that leveraging on the Bank of Ghana's domestic gold purchase arrangement for both reserve and gold for oil program, with the support of the mines and the commercial banks in Ghana, as well as all the any industry players, this Royal Gold Refinery will be able to obtain the LBMA Good Delivery accreditation in very good time. I urge all stakeholders, particularly large and small scale mining companies, to support Royal Gold Refinery in meeting these requirements. Additionally, the refinery, among other things, is fed with gold that is marked. This required that the refinery is fed with gold that is marked as responsibly sourced. Responsibly sourced gold is gold which is extracted legally with due regard to the environment and devoid of conflict, human rights abuse, and/or child labor. The current issues of illegal mining pose a big threat to our value addition efforts, as it has a real potential of tainting the gold dory, which will be fed into the refinery, therefore making it difficult to meet the responsible sourcing requirements, and by extension the ability to operate with international certification. This is why the Royal Ghana Gold Refinery must ensure that its entire feedstock is responsibly sourced. There is therefore a compelling reason, more than ever, to ensure that we nip the menace of Galamsey in the bud to ensure responsible mining and safeguard our environment and water bodies. Our overarching objective of dealing decisively with the Galamsey menace and enhancing the small-scale mining sector is to improve lives and livelihoods and protect the environment. Our approach will be 5-pronged. Firstly, part of the reasons for Galamsey is because there are no properly documented geological surveys indicating areas with proven reserves. This problem causes mining, mainly illegal mining, and some small-scale license holding miners to dig everywhere and anyhow in search for gold, and eventually destroy large parcels of land with little or no success in finding gold. I believe that having proper data on areas with proven reserves for small-scale mining will avert the problem of trial and error digging and optimize land use. In view of this, our government, but hopefully the next NDP government under my presidency, will adequately provide the Geological Survey Department and our universities with the resources annually to investigate and undertake mapping of areas where we have mineral resources. A minimum of $10 million annually will be invested in this geological investigation of mineralized zones from next year. With evidence of proven reserves, we will ensure that the earmarked concessions in these resource mapped areas with proven reserves will be 100% owned for small-scale mining. Secondly, many people opt to mine without a license because of delays and bureaucracy, as well as the high cost in acquiring mining licenses. To address this challenge, we will amend the existing mining law to ensure that the entire licensing regime, from application to the grant of a small-scale mining license, will end at the Minerals Commission with the involvement of our chiefs and district assemblies. This will require that we decentralize the operations of the Minerals Commission and the Environmental Protection Agency to all the mining districts. Thirdly, there must be an increased efforts towards reclamation of degraded mining lands. This would require a carefully planned program and consistent resource allocation. The next MPP government will set up a reclamation fund with an annual dedicated budget to implement the land reclamation program. The private sector will be invited to participate. At the same time, growing decentralization of the Minerals Commission and the EPA, which will be deepened by the next MPP government, will enable increased compliance and enforcement to safeguard our land and environment. Fourthly, pollution of our water bodies through mining is a major national concern. The mercury-free gold catcher machine, which has been piloted and used in many mining areas by our government, has proven to be effective and safer. The next MPP government will scale up the use of this technology through technical support for sustainable small-scale mining. In addition, the construction of settlement dams will be attached to ensure safe storage and treatment of discharge water from the gold catcher operations. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, but as far as the benefits, as getting the benefits from our gold is concerned, I think we can say with no fear of contradiction that Ghana has been asleep for a long time. At the end of 2016, the total reserves of gold at the Bank of Ghana for Ghana was 8.7 tons. 8.7 tons. That is Ghana's total gold reserves. This compares to 3,352 tons for Germany, 2,814 tons for the IMF, 2,451 tons for Italy, and 8,133 tons for the United States. Now, it did not make sense when you look at this data that Ghana, the largest gold producer in Africa, will have some of the lowest holdings of gold reserves. It was against this background that the Bank of Ghana started the gold purchase program. the governor has made the point. For 60 years after independence, we have 8.7 times. 60 years after independence. One of the Bank of Ghana started a gold purchase program in 21. After 3 years, we have moved from 8.7 tons to 73 tons. We bought an additional 65 tons of gold in just 3 years. And that tells you that we were asleep for a very, very long time. However, given the large amount of gold reserves Ghana has, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Ghana has 7 large gold belts from Axim and Winneba to Nangodi and Laura. According to the Geological Survey Department, the belts cover an area of 43,000 square kilometers, with about 50%, that is 21,000 square kilometers, not explored at all. The conservative estimate is that the potential quantum of gold in these unexplored belts is around 5 billion ounces. This has a market value today of $10 trillion. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why my government will engage exploration experts from the universities and the Geological Survey Department to assist in exploring our 7 gold belts. However, even if only 5% of the potential estimate materializes, it will be a game changer for Ghana. Let me say that with all the measures that we are putting in place to revamp the gold sector, the mineral sector, licensing regime, we will have also a minerals development bank to help the mineral sector and so on. I would like to propose